And you may notice that today I'm wearing my Seahawks shirt. I put it on especially today. I have a client that I'm working with who's publishing a book. He's not from the Seahawks, but he is a former NFL player. And I thought it would be fun to wear this shirt for our meeting since it's the only NFL apparel that I have. And I see the Seahawks are playing the 49ers this weekend, so go Hawks. Uh, all right, with that plug in place, I am back to talk about the 12 Days of Christmas again. It's kind of funny. I listened to NPR when driving around and things, and this morning I heard a story about the 12 Days of Christmas. Apparently, there's some bank somewhere, like maybe Philadelphia or something, that's been issuing a inflation index on the 12 Days of Christmas every year since I think they started in the 80s, early or mid 80s, and I think they call it the 12 Days of Christmas gift basket inflation index or something. And so every year they've issued prices on how much it would cost you to buy all the items in the 12 Days of Christmas song. So they said this year certain things are higher. Let's see, I think they said partridges are the same price, but for the French hens are much more expensive. Some items are caught up in the supply chain and may be impossible to get or more expensive for that reason. So if you're interested, it's kind of a fun little trivia thing. If you go to NPR's website and you search 12 Days of Christmas, you can find the story that was on this morning. But I was driving around actually after school drop off. My ears perked up when I heard this story because I thought, ooh, I'm going to go on live stream tonight and sing about day 4 if I don't change my mind. And so I may as well throw in some trivia about the 12 Days of Christmas inflation. All right. All the things you always wanted to know, or maybe never wanted to know. There you go. All right, so we've got the 12 Days of Christmas. We are on day 4. So if you tuned in yesterday, you heard about day 3, which was 3 Blue Apron boxes, and day 2, which was 2 months of Audible. And of course, the first day is a signed copy of Future Widow, hardcover book, available now. I will sign it and personalize it and send it to you. So let's find out what day 4 is. All right, let's see. I did practice, but I'm always prone to missing some chords, so we'll see. The other thing is, I always have trouble memorizing songs and chords, but I don't want to just be staring down at the paper while I'm singing because that wouldn't be any fun. So we will see how it goes. First day of Christmas. On the first day of Christmas, my good friend sent to me a signed copy of Future Widow. On the second day of Christmas, my good friend sent to me 2 months of Audible and a signed copy of Future Widow. On the third day of Christmas, my good friend sent to me third day of Christmas. 3 Blue Apron boxes, 2 months of Audible, and a signed copy of Future Widow. On the fourth day of Christmas, my good friend sent to me 4 Starbucks cards, 3 Blue Apron boxes, 2 months of Audible, and a signed copy of Future Widow. Signed copy of Future Widow, and a partridge in a pear tree. All right, so day 4. 4 Starbucks cards. I don't have a Starbucks card here, but I have a Starbucks holiday drink cup. I have to say, I feel like getting a Starbucks card in the mail from somebody or a digital card, it's kind of like just a little hit of self-care, right? I remember when Dennis was sick and I'd be at the hospital all the time and there was a Starbucks in the lobby, and it was such a treat to be able to take a card, so if there were some people who would, drop a nice card in the mail, thinking of you. Sometimes they'd enclose a little something special, like a Starbucks card. And I would, take a break at the hospital, hit the lobby Starbucks, just get a little treat, which just felt like a little pocket of self-care, just a little bit in a crazy day, in a terrible situation, in a rough time, whatever it is. Starbucks cards, I find them a really thoughtful, just small, I'm thinking of you kind of thing. And even now, I'm obviously not going to the hospital all the time. and hopefully won't be anytime soon. Um, but just driving around, swinging by, particularly if it's a thoughtful gift from someone, nice little break in the day, little treat. Although I have to say, I am very disappointed that they don't have the eggnog lattes this year. I don't know where you're watching from. Maybe you have them in your market. Apparently, here in the whole Seattle market, they don't have any eggnog lattes. And I asked them, and they said, well, they weren't really too sure if they had them in a different state or a different metro area, but here, none of the Starbucks had it. So that was a bummer, because I remember learning about eggnog lattes, and this must have been like, 30-ish years ago, and Starbucks was big here. And I guess there were some Starbucks in some other places, but not as widespread as now. And we had gone to, well, I remember that I don't know if it was just the one time or if it was all the Starbucks, but they were calling them fa la 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 lattes. And it was an eggnog latte, and I just thought that was the coolest thing. And we went to New Mexico for Christmas that year. I was in college, and we went down there to visit some family who had a beautiful house there, and went skiing. And there was a little eggnog, or a little coffee stand in town, and I remember talking to them about fa la 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 lattes. So anyway, but I can't get one this year, which is a big bummer. But I wanted to share with you the fourth day of Christmas Starbucks cards, third day of Christmas Blue Apron meal ingredient kits, second day of Christmas Audible subscription, Audible gift for Audible audiobooks subscription. Terrific idea. In fact, my dad posted today in response to yesterday's video that Dennis and I had given him a gift subscription to Audible many years ago. Maybe almost 20 years ago. Maybe not quite that many. And how much he's gotten so much use out of it over the years. So Audible is a terrific thing. And then, the first day of Christmas, right. Signed copy of my book. So anyway, I'll be back tomorrow with the fifth day of Christmas. The tempo will change tomorrow. If you're familiar with the song, tomorrow we have 5 golden rings, which but I have the parody version tomorrow. So change up the tempo a little bit and see how that goes. So see you tomorrow and the day after that, all the way up until 12 days. All right, hope you're having a good day, and hope you have a good Friday. See you tomorrow evening. Bye.